start to repair the household finances?
The easiest thing that all of us have in our control, and luckily in this kind of a scenario, there are not enough opportunities to spend money. So all that discretionary spending that we used to do, for luxuries and for gifts and travel and all of that, that income save up on, they automatically get curtailed. We get a little more disciplined about it and get a little bit more responsible about what we need to put aside. Start building contingency as the priority number one, because you will need cash at any point of time. God forbid, if anything were to happen, you will need to have some liquidity and cash. The other thing is health insurance, of course. So if you are still one of those, population of the country who does not have health insurance or adequate health insurance, or who is still depending on their corporate packages and corporate things, somebody is going to come to you with a golden parachute. I think it's really time to make sure that each one of you have, all the people who are listening to this, have at least about 10 to 20 lakhs or maybe more of insurance cover. Now, I will tell you something very magical about this health insurance is the cost difference or the premium difference between a 20 lakh cover and a 30 lakh cover may be very marginal. It might sound like a big jump, but it's really not so large. So go back to your advisors, talk to your companies or your brokers, whoever you are working with, or check them out very often. Get yourself a good health insurance package if you don't already have one. Because I think everyone has learned that, God forbid, if something happened medically to you, so many years of savings get wiped out and you just, go back about 5 to 10 years in terms of your financial status. So I would really want to emphasize health insurance. If you don't have it, please get it. Contingency funds, start building it. Credit cards are a good idea, but use them very judiciously. In the sense, use them as an emergency device. So what happens is, if you need the money is available. But that doesn't mean that you start spending and then rotate the credit, because that becomes very, very dangerous. Okay. And of course, expense control, which is obviously in our hands to try and curtail the discretionary as much as we possibly can. Finally, after all this, if there is some amount of money, however small it might be, even if it's like a 500 or 1,000 rupees, start putting it into the equity markets, because that's the only place which will accept small denominations, and that's the place which will democratically grow your wealth over a period of time. So if you've not started already, I think it's time you realize that this is one of the best things that you could possibly do with your money.